with the most Gentle as always. So it is Wednesday, our non-horror movie of the week. So we are going to be talking about a movie that I'm pretty sure I think talked about before. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about it again. And that is the 80s cult classic, the Girl Power Fair is Fair. Legend of Billie Jean. Yes, that is correct. We are talking about Legend of Billie Jean with Christian and Helen Slater of no actual relations in real life, but they play brother and sister in this movie. So, Legend of Billie Jean, or Legend of Billie Jean Davy. Yeah, man, she's a boss. So, for those of you who do not know what this movie is all about, Legend of Billie Jean is about a group of kids, namely, like I said, Helen Slater, who plays Billie Jean, our 80s little heroine, and she is not a whore, and her little brother, Binks, played by Christian Slater. Like I said, once again, no relations in real life, play brother and sister in this movie. I think they could have just kept their last names and kept them in and used them for the movie, and we all would have been okay with that. Whatever. Enough with their names and the fact that they're not really related. So basically, so Binks. First off, I gotta say that, this is, I know you might kind of feel like, why are you bringing this up on where they are living? It'll kind of make sense, though, because they actually live in a trailer park. So they're, from, I don't want to say a broken home, but, like, their father had passed away. We don't really ever know what happened to the dad. We just know that he's dead. Left, at least Binks a little bit of insurance money, where he then actually took that money and got himself a little motor scooter, his little Honda Elite and everything. So 80s, this little motor scooter is, I'm just saying, that's what I love about the 80s, just saying. And, so that's his little, like, pride and joy, that's his baby and everything. Basically, that gets stolen by, this other group of kids, these kind of like, sort of like typical like surfer jock type of boys about the same age. They go to school with these two and everything, and they steal this motorbike and everything. They trash it. So when they return it and everything to Binks's trailer and stuff, Binks gets like beat up because obviously he goes out, tries to get his motor scooter back and tries to prove himself and everything. He gets his ass kicked, but he at least got his damn motor scooter back. And so they get, they go to the police station, the report and everything. Actually before they returned it, Billie Jean reported it. It was like, hey, look, these guys took my brother's scooter. That's his life and everything. The cop, played by Coyote. God damn you. Not Keith Gordon. Keith Gordon's here. Peter Coyote. I can never remember his first name. I don't know. Whatever. He's been in a ton of stuff. And then the other guy, Keith Gordon, not Keith Gordon. Keith Gordon's been in a few things. Christine and such. Ton of stuff. But whatever. But no, I was gonna say the guy from Quantum Leap is in here too, not Scott Bakula, the other dude. But anyway, sidetracked. So total sidetracked. So, they talk to Peter Coyote's Coyote's character. He's kind of like, hey, look, this guy is probably just, trying to get your attention. You're a pretty girl. Here's my card, though, so if anything happens, it doesn't come up or whatever, give me a call and I will, I'll fix this for you. I'll get this all situated and everything. So when Billie Jean gets back home, like I said, the motor scooter's there, it's trashed, Binks is beat up. So they get an estimate and everything. They're like, hey, it's going to be $608 to get the scooter fixed. So they go to the guy's, like, his dad's little shop on the beach. And, he's like, hey, she's like, hey, this is for you. This is an estimate. You're going to pay for what you did to my brother's scooter. Like, that's only right. We just want $608. Give us the money. The dad kind of lures her upstairs and is like, oh, yeah, this sounds like my son. It sounds like, what he would do. Let me go ahead and, get you the money. Lays down like $50. She's like, what's this? This isn't $608. He is trying to just kind of take advantage and pay for a little bit of that D and that V. I'm just saying, that's disgusting, little pedophile pervert. Whatever. So she, of course, is like, no. She tries to run away. At this point, Binks and their friend Olivia, no, that's not right. I don't know, whatever. The other friend, sorry, I'm like totally blanking. They're in there. They're like, what the hell's going on? Binks had opened the cash register to find a gun. Of course, the guy's like, no, dude, that's not loaded. Why would I keep it a loaded gun? Binks being Binks accidentally shoots him because he's like, well, it's not loaded. And of course, all havoc ensues. So basically from this point on, the rest of the movie is the group just kind of like being on the run, trying to like sort things out. Like, they're kind of like, we'll turn ourselves in, but here's the thing, like, you have to understand, like, we didn't, there's more to the story than, what happened in that shop. Like, what they're telling you happened in this shop and previous, like, what led up to this is not what we intended at all. This is not, we just came in to get $608 to repair my brother's bike and everything, and stuff just got out of hand. They were trying to take advantage of us. The guy, the father was trying to, basically, rape me and pay me for sex to get something on his end, to get something out of me, and stuff just got out of hand. Like, you guys have to understand what's going on here. A lot of the stuff that is being said about us is not true. Pretty much everything about this is not true. We have no problem turning ourselves in. Yeah, this is ridiculous how this has turned out, but you need to hear our story. You need to hear the truth and everything. So it just kind of is, like I said, it's going through the whole motions of everything, and just like, this kind of like, accidental renegade group of teens. And I love this movie because, like, I mean, it's just a little like 80s movie, but it touches on so many different things about society, such as how we kind of sensationalize and make like sort of stars out of people involved in situations like this. I mean, although then again, like someone like Billie Jean would be like a good, I don't want to say like a good role model, but at the end of the day, Helen Slater's character as a whole is a very strong young woman, I mean, and honestly, to tell the truth too, like she actually chopped off her hair, her real hair for this movie. And I think that's pretty, like, important and powerful because it's like, no one's really listening to her. No one's taking her seriously because, she's got this long blonde hair. She's so beautiful. She's like, okay, I need to get their attention. How can I get their attention? I'm cutting off my hair. I'm gonna dress up like this fucking sexy ass smoking hot vixen here. And I'm telling you how fair is fair. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's interesting how, people, especially like on TV or are in the media and stuff, and people, boom, gravitate towards them, will start, dressing like them. Like in the movie, you see all these girls running around with like short blonde hair, dressing like her, little like arm, bandanas around their arm and everything, dressing like her and everything, going fair is fair. But no, it's a terrific little movie. You want to see them kind of succeed and take down this grimy old man and everything. And I like Peter Coyote's character in this because he at the end of the day, he is kind of like one of those police officers who's like who kind of believes this group of kids. He just can't quite prove at this point with what other people are telling him that like these kids are actually innocent, because he is not really fully up until, or I should say, he hasn't really talked to him since the night Billie Jean came in to report her brother's motor scooter missing and everything. But he does, because of that interaction, he kind of does realize, okay, this is a good girl. She's not she's not really much of a troublemaker. She really, is a good kid. Her brother's the same way. They just got caught in a shitty situation. Wants to, like, do good by them. And even actually offers, because at one point towards the beginning, they're gonna, meet Billie Jean at the mall with the father of the kid that took the bike. And, she wanted $608 from him. Well, Peter Coyote's character is like, well, here's the $608. I will give it to you out of my own money, since you're, not going to do it yourself. But I want to, like, end this right now and get them to come back home and just kind of sort this thing out before it really blows out of hand. Yeah, shit got blown out of hand. Just saying. But no, his character I like, because, he is trying to, like, figure everything out. He's trying to be like, okay, what's going on? So yeah, I mean, it's just, it is a good movie, you guys. Awesome soundtrack, too, by the way. You got a little Billy Idol, you got a little Pat Bennett's part. It is a good little soundtrack. If you guys have not seen this movie, what the freak is wrong with you? Just saying. Especially all you young ladies out there. I'm just saying. Forget Katy Perry. Forget Lady Gaga. I mean, this is one of the OG female embodiments of empowerment. I'm just saying. No, definitely check this out. I'm just saying. It'll make you want to chop off your hair and demand $608 out of someone to fix your damn 1986 Honda Elite motor scooter. I'm just saying. But let me know, you guys, what you think of Legend of Billie Jean King. Till next time, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.